We live. Anyways, I want to build on like talk about inactivity. To be inactive. Act is to have action. Uh, when you act, you have will. And to have will, you have to have intention. So, what is the intention behind your will? When you're trying to, bring about social divination, it takes real introspection, real thought, to break down reality, to understand and overstand what is going on, what is the truth, because the truth is literally a description of what is. So what is truth? And everybody has their own version of truth, but honestly truth is objective. And there is one thing, and it's like We Are Awake TV says, it's like Ian says, either one person's wrong, or either one person's right and all the rest of you are wrong, or we're all right and we have, it's I don't see how somebody can sit there and say there's subjective truth. No, truth is objective. That's got to be a type of insanity to sit there and say truth is subjective. Truth is subjective. Truth is subjective on some level, but at what point does truth get obscured into subjectivity? And so, I'm all about this book, Celestine Prophecy. It talks about clearing your past, getting over your control methods, and to stop trying to use situational control, whatever your drama control method is. You got to change it and bring it out of the equation to have any kind of real conversation with anybody. Real think. What's the difference between groupthink and the individual thought? The group thought is they're very identification oriented. I'm this, you're that. When we get past this identity crisis that that society has, that social engineering has brought about and created this rift between what is truth and what is opinion. And at what point do we again what at what point do we obscure truth? Because if you're speaking truth, you're going to want to find other people that know the truth. And everybody thinks they have the truth. Everybody thinks they have the truth. But truth is, if you're not trying to create something for the benefit of all, to bring forth the next level of human consciousness, you know, reality reality is perception based. Truth is objective, but perception really runs the world. Hey, I don't know who's here. Let me check my chat and my comments. Salutes to you, whoever's watching. Thanks for coming join me. But you know, and what is generative principle? What is generative principle? Oh, hey, what up, Mike? Salutes, brother. Let me see. What do we care enough to put our will behind? What is our intention? Intention runs the world because, again, intention becomes will, becomes action, becomes results. And so, shout out to Big Dog Philly OG. OG wisdom is what I call him. But, you know, he's very non-religious, which is, I think, is true wisdom. I mean, it's wisdom, spiritualism, being spiritual and being religious are two completely different things, I believe. Um, to be religious is to be righteous in a pun of the word right. Because there's right and left. There's right, you know, rites of passage. It's like, what do we care enough to put our will behind? What do we want to do? Because we can do anything we want. We can literally change any aspect of our lives that we want to change. It's just, do you have the uh, competence and the perseverance to push through, extraneous situations that, prevent people from wanting to evolve. And evolution really is, I think, I know evolution is the point of existing. To become better than we were yesterday. If I mean, if everybody strived to do that, and I know it's like a lot to ask for people to be very open to other opinion, because other opinion pisses people off sometimes. And so when these battles for energy happen, these these battles for what is, the energy between human beings, when this battle occurs, something like that. I'm just. Oh, thanks, Mike. Here, let me get you uh modded up here, bro. Well, I can't get into my YouTube here, buddy. So next time I see you, Mike, I will give you a mod on my channel uh, once I get computer and UPC, whatever. But I will remember to give you a mod. But anyway, what do we care enough to put our will behind? And like, so like, Bro Sanchez, he's really on the Aboriginal topic, and I'm all about it. Oppressed peoples have been oppressed, and there is somebody behind it. Are they the same people that oppress me? Being a white man, mixed, mutt, basically. Uh, you know, there is oppression out there, and there is a group behind it. And what I'd like to do is become the bridge, for certain channels, certain peoples, to come together and really do this for the seed of humanity, not just, an an egoic identification, because I bleed just like every other man. I've been oppressed. I've been trodden down, thrown in jail, grew up in the slums. I mean, action action really defines what a person's worth is. It's like, to know good, you have to know ill intent. You have to know uh, to know good. You have to know bad, um, regardless of what frequency you are, what color you are, what sealer you are, what color you are. I got a friend Akeem, and this dude This dude been my friend for 8, 9 years, and it really was like when I started getting into like trying to be progressive and trying to be woke, and like that dude showed me that I didn't know squat about, you know, the true value of humanity. He was my best friend. Big old dready knot, you know. Anyway, I don't want to be the white guy that said, "Oh, my all my friends are black." Nah, you know, I don't I don't want to bring racial division. Life is for every man. Love is for every man. The pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of what's rightfully yours, which is your world. You are, you know, are ye not gods? Are ye not gods? And this is your world. This is my world. I'm the center of my world. You're the center of your world. But we are just facets of the same interdimensional human being. Wow. Um, so in these facets of this interdimensional human being, I think the only way that we're ever gonna see a spiritual shift is through introspection, people looking at their control methods, their control dramas. How do you argue in an argument? Are you willing to give your energy to get the message that you're supposed to receive? Because there's no such thing as coincidence in the mainstream definition. There's no such thing. There is coincidence, coincidence. There is coincidence of every single one of us with each other because we're all co-creating. If you're a creator, some people it takes a long time before they figure out that, hey, I'm powerful. I could do so much if I just set my mind to it. And I could even be a bigger animal if I had people with the same intent. Let's get some coffee here, guy. What if you had a group dynamic of these people that have the same intention? What if they're all giving energy to the same conversation? Like, because you go to Bro Sanchez's, he's got these lives where he's got 1,000 people there, and they're all. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot in the chat. There's a lot in about what he's talking about. When you're fully immersed into it, and you really start to catch the flow of the conversation, it's like there's something that grows inside of you that people, extract energy from each other. And the way the conversation moves sometimes on those open panels, it's like one person will be talking, and you'll have like a moment of like pure silence for that one person for a moment. And then when the conversation shifts to another person, when it's really like when they're really on their building, you can see when the conversationalists are giving each other energy. And when you can do that, you can find questions together. You can find questions that people are looking for. People are looking for questions and answers. I say make quanswers. Now I stole that from Lupe Fiasco, but that's the question and the answer at the same time. Because it almost comes like that. It's like once you have a question and once the group does their thing and they build on it, it's like they get the question and the answer at the same time. It's almost like the universe is trying to tell you something, that you are the creator of your universe, your world. Truth be told, you're the most powerful one in your ability to change your life. Now, some people can't, and some people can. The ones that can't, it is because they have a veil blinding them, saying, "I'm not powerful. I'm not. I'm not good enough. I'm not physically equipped. I don't have this trait or that trait." And roll up my man. I got these new high tea blunt wraps. They're pretty good. They're made out of tea leaves. This shit. I'm doing a juicy grape one right now. The ones that are really looking for true change, true introspection, those are the ones that have been humbled. Those are the ones that have been humbled by the earth and the futility of human suffering. To know bad, you got to know good. To know good, you got to know bad. And it's really kind of dualistic. Yeah, see, this live ain't showing up on my videos here. Looks like I got some. Oh, here we go. There we go. I might get a little bit of nectar for a second, buddy. Yeah, it's not letting me. It takes you forever to roll a blunt, Josh. I lost where I was at and everything. Well, whoops. You know, multiple points of view of any set of circumstances. Colorado, brother. Colorado. Sorry, I'm retarded. I don't know where Cincinnati's at. Is that Ohio? Will, do I see you over at Awake or do I see you at Bro Sanchez's? Ah, OG Phillies, yes. I love that brother. OG Wisdom is what I call him. He's cool as hell.
Power off.
Powered off. Yeah. I try to get an understanding of, everybody's point of view. You know. Sanchez can be a lot. Yeah, I really like what We Are Awake TV's doing these days. You know, he like We Are Awake TV really got me to where I wanted to, get out and talk and I love being in the chat, keyboard chatting, but Awake is he's had some very powerful broadcasts, and it's like, I love Sanchez, don't get me wrong, like, but it's like the the Killer Clone uh podcast he did, check that one out. The Killer Clown, Color Clone. Uh, people say he's reaching, but I agree with him. You can't really understand anything without reaching. You gotta be you gotta entertain certain. Yeah, dude, go check out We Are Awake TV, man. He's got a lot of stuff on the Mandela effect. Um, but I think he's getting more onto these progressive movement type style open panels. We had one. He had one last night. The energy was really. It was weird, but it was cool for me to see the dynamic because I'm literally coming to the realization that everybody is battling for situational dominance over each other. And so there is a literal battle for energy between each other, and either one party either succeeds and drains the energy from another, or both parties become drained from the battle that ensues between two people that are button heads. When people can literally, that's the whole thing about paying attention. When you pay attention to something, you're giving it your full attention, You're literally sending energy that that is feeding into the other person's energy. And when both parties can be reciprocative, if they can reciprocate that action, the other person can get their point across, which means the person listening is receiving a message that they're supposed to receive, you know, uh, on whatever topic that they're trying to resolve. And it goes back and forth. And so when you, like, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of, I'm sure everybody's heard of I think his name is Imaru Emoto. He's this guy that did this water experiment. He took water crystals and he froze them, looked at them under a microscope, and saw, you know, uh, certain crystals based on uh, frequency sayings like "I hate you" or "I love you" or "I think you're beautiful" or "I think you're ugly," and the ones that had negative connotations to the statements, those ones did not produce cymatic formations in the ice crystal. The ones that did have positive affirmation, and this kind of like, this is freaking weird because it shows that there's something else going on, that our mind, the power of our thought literally changes reality. Like, so if you can make food last for weeks, the whole rice experiment, everybody's done that. If you can make food last for weeks off of speech, the frequency of speech, then there's no limit. There's literally no limit to what speech can do, and power of thought and vibration of frequency of vibration, excuse me. There's no limit to what the human mind couldn't achieve. And I think that's the technology behind the Vedics. You know, because if you really look at it, humans are technology. We are technology. We are biomechanical ghosts. We are ghosts in our biomechanical suits. Ghost in the machine. you know, um, hey, Dr. Bales, what's up, man? So, how do we create a group dynamic to where everyone can get their points across, and the collective is receiving the messages they're supposed to receive? And where are they just receiving these messages from? Who is who is really who is really sending these messages? It's us, man. It's like the 100th monkey effect. Once so many monkeys started washing their coconuts off to get them clean, get the sand off of them so that they can eat without getting sand in their teeth. Once so many monkeys started doing that, monkeys on the other side of the island started doing that. I'm not saying we're monkeys. I don't believe that bullshit. But I think it's behavior of a humanoid being, much like humans can, you know, teach us about human behavior. Humans are a lot less animalistic, but humans yet are still animals. And to civilize yourself, to civil yourself, to humble yourself, makes you relatable. And when you can relate, people understand what you're saying. I don't know where I was going with that though, but yeah, I mean, and what message? So, what messages are we supposed to be sending each other? The collective, sending the collective messages. When you have a thought, does somebody else have the same thought at that exact moment that you were having that thought? Is it creation? Did you create it? Did it come from you? If it came from you, then what is this other connection between the realm of thought and other human beings? Like, I was doing this dream experiment with this channel named Red Rose. And I asked him to send me a word, like in his dream. And anyway, I dreamed of, there was this war. There was piles of bodies everywhere. And there was a little girl wearing a blue dress. Now, what's funny is the words he sent me, I thought the words he sent me was alive, because the little girl was alive. She was acting like she was dead on these piles of bodies. And there was like these Gestapo type individuals, you know, with these big machine guns coming up, shooting everything, shooting all the piles of dead bodies. And even in her fear, I saw that there was a perseverance to her. Red Rose said he said the words he sent me was Valhalla and alive. I think, could be wrong on that, but definitely Valhalla. He was definitely sending me the word Valhalla. But the fact that there's this Gestapo type energy in my dream, you know, killing innocence, trying to kill uh, it's a battle. And there definitely is a perpetrator against human peoples. And it's a battle for energy. This is the energy extraction matrix. Literally everything is energy. Time is energy, money is energy, your life is energy. You are the money, you are the energy. If you if you if you've got a social security number and you've got a birth certificate, you are literally energy. You are the extracted energy. You are the extraction. You are the base of what money is the extraction of. Like if you could think of a money tree, it's you. You are the money tree. You create the dollars. You're the gold backing. You're owned. You need to speak. You need to speak. Get your mind out. Love one another. Try to understand each other. Speak it up. You got it, Vales. You got it. See, and so if everybody's focusing on the same intent, then we can go to certain topics and issues that would we could think it out and build on it and create new systems of thought. We can make new products of mind. The chair, the guitar, the pencil, whatever it is. And there could be something new under the sun. I think a lot of people they really take away self-value. And I think that that's taught in our school systems because creativity is stifled in the school systems. And why is that? Why do they not want why do they not want creative? Why are they not trying to raise leaders and men and women of renown? Why are you know why are a lot of people concerned about keeping up with the Joneses instead of keeping up with realm of mind? To fix yourself is to fix the micro. And to fix the micro is to fix the macro. This is your universe. Make it so. What's up, Joe? How you doing, buddy? Salutes, bro. Questions and answers solve everything. And you got so you got to find what questions disrupt your daily routine to bring forth revelation, to bring forth new thought, to bring forth you know the secretion of true and pure thought into the realm that we are in. We're we are literally the beacons of light in the darkness. Or we're the beacons of dark in the light. I think it's pretty black and white. You choose which one you want to be. What's that one song by Rehab? Graffiti the World. Graffiti the world with skyscraper. I can't sing, but graffiti the sky with airplanes and satellites. Graffiti the mind of children with your man-made law. Graffiti the world. I saw the writing on the wall. Said, could it be that our weakest barrier is language? Or is oil that important that one would inflict anguish? Fill my coffee up, boys. And it's like, once you have an intention, just get on the boat and ride it. Ride it. It's a live stream. It's a live stream. The live stream. Row, row, row your boat. So, I mean, and that comes down to principle. Okay, so what's the difference between principle and familial connection? Like, does familial connection outweigh principle? or does principle outweigh familial connection? And I'm almost to the point, like, I used to believe that, oh, you know, that's my brother. He could do no wrong. He could do no wrong. And then he did wrong, you know, to me personally. And it's like, well, wait, no, why would you can't call yourself a brother and then have those kinds of actions. And I think that's where, you know, you got to let go of, you got to let go of what doesn't serve you, what doesn't give you energy. And so if what doesn't give you energy is the basis of all misery, then how does principle and familial connection, you know, interact between each other? Because without principle, it's almost like these familial connections have no meaning. They're meaningless. I mean, you got to admit, toxic relationships are completely meaningless. So why why put yourself into that predicament? Um, oh, dog, you scared the shit out of me. Wait. Baby, look what you did. Yeah, see? I mean, there is an enemy perpetrating. There is definitely an enemy. And maybe we all need to kind of start looking through the Freedom of Information files, you know, all the released documents. Documents really uh, are disruptive to the human consciousness of, you know, they're basically saying the same shit I am, you know. We're in a spiritual realm. We are spirits. To spire is to breathe. To have spirit is to breathe. Come on, guys, quick. And we need warriors, dude. We need people ready to stand up and say, hey, no more. No more of this shit. I'm for the people. I'm not for the system. I'm for new systems of thinking because this one's really not working. And there are men and women out there breaking their back to uphold the system. They depend on the system. There's a whole network of systems that make our daily machine move and operate. And I really want to give a big shout outs to all those people that are the hardworking ones, the shakers, and they're the real shakers and movers of what we call America. Because really, we're all just fucking human beings, and imaginary lines and boundaries separate ideologies from coming together and everybody being able to talk civilly about it. Grand Rising, Miss Jelly, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. It's like these fake ass fucking boundaries and these fake ass identification egos, and it's like, dude, let's divine. Let's not divide. Let's think and build. And sure, people are gonna disagree, but the goal and the effort is to get to a place where everybody is willing to give that pushback on the real enemy, because it's the people, it's us against them. And I hate to say it like this, and see, so what they want to do is they want to bring this whole division from racial uh, provocation. And it's like, even if there isn't any issues between people, they will create issues between people, and they'll sacrifice one of us doing it. It's literally what I think is that they're taking blood sacrifices, killing us, Boston bombing, Sandy Hook, all this conspiracy type bullshit that, ends up not being conspiracy. It's like, okay, so they're taking our blood and putting it on their intent and changing reality in concordance of what their will is, egoic will. And who is they? And it's the institutions that stifle and try to judge, even though they're only men. Because a God or a true Messiah of self. Because I mean, I'm not looking for no external God. If there is a God, I'm part of it, and it's part of me. Come on, guys, chill out. And it's part of you, and it's part of every living creature that is out there. That is literally the only way it could be. It couldn't be external, separate from self. It can't be. And so, where does racism is taught? And I love my mama. I love my mama. She taught me how to treat people correctly and to give everybody due respect until they disrespect you. And once they disrespect you, you still even give them a chance then. But after, after they do it so many times, you need to cut off energy. You know, see people the way she taught me how to see people for who they are. You know, physical appearances do not matter. You're only a meat suit, and your meat body is a sculpted light body. It's just like Sanchez says, flesh. It's a flash of light. And peace to Bro Sanchez, dude. Peace to Bro Sanchez. Much respects, much salutes. OG Philly, all those guys I've met over there, Miss Jelly, they're all bad. They're all badass individuals, and I love what they bring to the table. Everybody I've met over there, I haven't gotten one. Nobody's ever disrespected me on OG Philly's channel. Nobody's ever disrespected me. Everybody's always taught me, or always showed me, with open arms. And even when I don't have a right to speak on anything, you know what I mean? Like, so I love my mama. Thank you for teaching me, to see people who they are and not based off their parents. And we are awake. Dude, Ian's bad. He's cool too. He's real cool. And I think that once everybody can come together, I love these open panels. I'm gonna start doing open panels. I just kind of wanted to have some coffee and smoke a blunt, get some shit off my chest. And thank you to everybody who showed up. But once we can all realize that there is a true oppressor, because there is, and have enough introspection to look at ourselves, just like Michael Jackson said, in The Man in the Mirror. If you want to make a change, and so, like, you look for the real ones. You look for the real ones out there that are ready, that know that it's transference of energy can be useful to bring a new age of clarity and transparency and um, high frequency, having the ability to critically think and critically process information for everyone. And, it's like sometimes when you get in the right, when you know you're in the right conversation, everything flows off the tongue and it's easy. It's easy to listen to, it's easy to hear. It's, and it, waking is not easy. Waking is not comfortable. To know that there is somebody out there literally killing everybody you know, and there's a direct malevolence in the world. It's like, okay, well, maybe it is that old corny shit. We need to come together for the common cause of survival, love one another, and be each other's family, and be there for one another, and give back to the community, and do the things that you know you need to do as a human species to give back to the human species, because you wouldn't be here without standing on the shoulders of your ancestors. And I don't want to call it a fantasy. I want to call it an affirmation that one day there will be a rain of knowledge and wisdom and love and compassion, true health, where people are living 300-400 years, shit longer. The reason we live for so short is because they want us to believe about population control. They want us to believe in population control because they don't want too many of us coming to uh, awareness and awakeness. Because it's like that part on that fucking movie Ants, where he's like, huh, huh, huh. He's like, it's just one ant, huh? Just one ant. He throws that thing at him, bam, hits him in the head. Did that hurt? No, no. And then he opens that damn thing, that bottle up, and we all pour out, right? They don't want that. That's why they keep us to where our lifespans within 90 years. Most people don't get above that, but some people do. And that has to do with them realizing what this energy matrix is. It's an energy extraction matrix. I highly suggest everybody reading the Celestine Prophecy. You can find it audiobook on YouTube. It's a 9-hour video for the very first 8 insights.
But like, it's like we are, we can be, we have the potential to be what they fear. Because if we knew how much fucking land is actually out there and how much is actually out there and what the aurora borealises are, that ruins everything. Society collapses and we all fucking start migrating. Because if there's a different way of life to where the pursuit of happiness is actually possible. Come on, cat. God damn. My cat Ollie, he's an asshole. I mean, it's called extraterrestrial. Extra land. That literally, in Latin, that means extra land. So then you get into like admiralty law. In US code. And then you get into like UN and what are they promoting? What's triangles from the UN? What is that? What's the Lucius Fund? Come on, guys. What's the importance of objectivity? You doing, Storm? Fat dog? You do, fat dog. And what are the relationships with your animals? Salute, T. What up, Cortez? Good to see you, brother. Shit, I've been going for an hour and 19 minutes already. Damn, time flies when you're having fun. Yeah. So we all really need to start, figuring out who that enemy is. Whoever it may be. If they're extracting your energy and they're not really for the benefit of you, it's time to cut them off till they are. Yeah, I got 3 pit bulls and yeah, exactly, Joe. Straight up. But if we own the debt, if we owe the debt, it's like, why aren't we getting the amenities of why we owe the debt? We owe the debt for what? Those are questions everybody needs to start asking each other. Start asking yourself this and start researching. Don't be intellectually lazy. Let's all build and do something here. Because the people, the true ones, the real ones out there, they know what it is. I ain't even got to explain it to them. You guys know what it is. That's why you guys are all looking for something different. You guys are looking for a new movement to be as real as you possibly can. For the people, by the people, for real. I will not be subject to subjectivity. I do not consent. I want to love my fellow man and exclude none. Not saying there isn't hard love, you know. Pedos, get the fuck out of here. Your head's coming clean the fuck off. You know what I mean? Anybody want to hurt the children? Your head's clean off. Let's divine, not divide. Let's be there for the children. You know, I've had legal battles with you know, you got to do what you got to do, and if you don't, we're all fucking doomed. I hate to be doom and gloom, but seriously. Little butt. And that's the day we all became slaves. Like literally, if you have a birth certificate or a social security card, guess what? You're in that category. They take your soul, so to speak, your sole propriety. And they try to take your agency and autonomy. Dude, you're dropping bombs, dog. You need to speak up, bro. You need to. I need. I don't have a CPU, so it's hard for me to. This guy is dropping bombs, y'all. This is what you tell them when they. What up, Mind's Eye? Yeah. Everybody go sub to this guy. This guy's wicked. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, Grand Rising. Salutes everybody. Respect to everybody. Once I get a CPU, I'll start making all y'all uh, moderators so that everybody can subscribe to everybody and it's not a big old hassle for you to go and find the channel. I hate that. I thought you used to be able to click on their avatar, you know, and um, go to their channel, but they made it all weird for mobile. So um, yeah, man, like, so how do we get, so to fix the macro, you have to fix the micro. And how do you fix the micro? Without having introspection. And so you got really like the man in the mirror changes everything. If time, if our story hasn't, if our story has taught us anything, it's that we are truly what we want to be. And manifestation and your words and frequency can literally create reality. It can literally bring out potential situation to fruition. And so if we were all intending on the same thing at the same time, giving as much energy as we could to one another so that we all are heard and we all have a voice to transpire these thoughts, to each other so that we can all see, so to speak, to perceive. Oh, poor little doggy. You're so full of love. No hate. I love you, little dog. Oh, here. You got to get off of me, though. Yo. Yeah, I got 3 pit bulls and 2 chihuahuas. So they're, and a cat. So they're all kind of chaotic sometimes. Sorry, guys. You know, yeah. I got to get ready for work and blah, blah. Much love to all y'all.
Thank you for showing up. Straight up. Straight up. Miss Jelly. Salutes, salutes. But I'll be start doing these hopefully a lot more frequently. Yeah, man, y'all have a great day, and love all, man. Exclude none. Break the bonds of time. Love y'all.